Attention tree removal companies. In this video, I'm going to teach you how you can steal leads from Google for free and dominate the local competition by ranking for every single service in every single city that you service. So let's jump straight into this video and start out with the on-page SEO. So there's really two ways that you can generate free leads off of Google. Number one is on-page SEO, and number two is Google My Business. If you're not familiar with these two, I'll just dive straight into what these two mean. So, number one is on-page SEO, and a lot of local contractors neglect this fact. And the main thing is you want to rank for all of the different services you offer, but also in all of the different cities you service as well. With a lot of local contractors, what they do is they'll rank for a big city in their local area and try to fight against 20, 50, 100 different contractors in the same niche for that ranking. In reality, what you should be doing is targeting the smaller cities, targeting the neighborhoods, and ranking for those keywords because those are more so long tail keywords, but your biggest competitors aren't ranking for those. So that's where we can find a lot of edge in our marketing. And number two is the H1 tags. So this is the most important part in terms of SEO for your pages. So if your website doesn't have any service pages or doesn't say what city you're currently servicing, so for example, one could be roofing in Houston, Texas, or pool building in Houston, Texas, or HVAC installation in Houston, Texas. So you need to have that as your H1 tag so that way you can rank for those keywords because Google puts a priority on these H1 tags over everything else. On top of that, there's this thing with schema scripts that tells Google about your business. So whenever Google's actually crawling through all of our different pages of your competitors' pages, they're currently looking at what is the best fit for the person searching for this keyword. So whenever a homeowner searches for a keyword, you need to have a schema script where it'll show what service you offer, the price point, the different reviews you have, hours that your business is active in, and also the cities that you service. So without the schema script that you provide to Google, Google won't know what your service is, and you won't rank for the near me searches. So whenever a homeowner searches X installation near me, you'll be ranking for those if you have the schema script. And all this is pretty complex, but it should make a drastic change in your SEO and ranking on Google. And after that is the near me search optimization. So with that, like I described before with the schema scripts and also the H1 tags, whenever you have content on your service pages that has the H1 tag of your city that you offer and also the service that you offer, Google will prioritize that whenever a homeowner searches a X contractor near me, you'll have that ranking on Google. So you'll have these organic inbound leads straight from Google, and with these leads, it's absolutely free and it's high intent as well. So the last thing with on-page SEOs is actually having your pages indexed. So Google might take a couple of months to index your pages, but if you have the tech background, you could actually just tell Google to rank your pages. You can make an API call to Google, and Google will automatically rank all those pages. And let's get into the Google My Business. So Google My Business, I'm sure you probably have a Google My Business profile if you're a local contractor, but number one ranking factor on Google My Business is the primary and secondary categories. So you want to make sure that your primary category is on point and your secondary categories is listed as well. So if it's not the main service you're offering, you shouldn't have that as your primary category. And number two is the keywords in your business name or description. Here is where it gets a little bit tricky. If your LLC or your S Corp, your corporation doesn't have that keyword in your name, you can't really put it as my Google My Business, but you can add it to the description. So make sure whatever service you're offering, add that to the description so Google actually knows what your company is about. After that, Google also determines ranking based on the website content on your website. So Google will scrape through all of your pages and see what type of services you offer. And if it doesn't give much detail or doesn't have any reviews, Google is going to penalize you for that and you won't rank as high. And the next thing is local presence. So you want to be listed on Yelp, you want to have backlinks, you want to have social media. So whenever you get listed on Yelp or anything similar along those lines, Google will actually see that Yelp has a very high domain authority, which essentially means anything listed on Yelp is going to help you in ranking. So you want to have all of that along with Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. They have very high domain authority. So you want to have that on all of your different services. Next thing is the number of reviews. But one thing to note is it doesn't matter the number of reviews your business has, but also depends on the quality of the reviews and also the responses whenever you respond to a review. Google ranks that highly if you have good responses to all the reviews that you have. And then the last thing is you must have all the info filled out about your core business. If you're missing the business hours, go ahead and add that. If you're missing a price point, add that as well. You want to make sure that everything on Google My Business is filled out to the maximum. And that way Google knows everything about your business and can show you to the right customers to start getting leads for free. So the pros and cons of all this is with local SEO ranking, the pro is it's free to do, right? It might be complicated at times, but it's free to do. And most competitors aren't actually doing this. They might have a bad website where they don't list the services they offer, or they're not even focused on SEO at all. And that's a one big edge that you can have. I know that since you're watching this video, you probably want to get some free leads on Google. You're serious about growing your business. So that's one thing that your competitors aren't doing. And last thing is you basically get inbound leads forever or until a competitor overtakes us. So SEO is definitely a thing where it can change with a Google algorithm change. But for the most part, if you're ranked high on Google, you'll maintain that ranking for months or years on end. So you really have to put in the work in the beginning in order to start getting lead flow throughout the entire duration of your business or until eventually you sell your business. But the cons of this is it's definitely complicated to understand all the nuances of SEO. And that's why agencies will come approach you and have you charge $2.5K a month for all of this. However, you can do this all for free. I could show you later how you can do this all for free, but another thing is you do have to keep an eye on this. So it's a lot of manual work. So that's why these agencies will charge you 2.5K a month for a 1-year contract, because it's a lot of work to just see what ranking you are. How do I modify the pages? How do I build backlinks? It's all very complicated, but you could do this all yourself if you wanted to. So you've made it to the end of the video, and I just want to tell you a little bit more about how we could simplify all of this. So I'm Norman. I run an agency for local contractors. And what we've noticed is SEO is very, very complicated, but we wanted to simplify it down to a software that's completely automated to supercharge your local rankings so you can get the inbound leads from Google for free. So if you're an agency owner trying to see how to actually rank for your clients, or if you're a local contractor, listen up, because basically our software will automatically modify all the SEO on your page where you can rank for every single keyword and every single service that you offer. So this results in 500,000 service pages, and we're trying to rank for all those keywords so we can overtake that competition. And that way you can have consistent lead flow throughout the years without spending a dime on ads. And with this is all of these leads that come in from Google are super, super warm because they're searching for it on Google. They're very high intent. And if you were to run ads from Google, they would charge you $200, $300 per lead. In reality, we can get all those leads for free. And the pro of our software is we don't charge ridiculous agency retainers. We are a software company. It's fully automated. And if you're interested, I'll attach a link down below to speak with my team. But essentially, this will supercharge your SEO, get you inbound leads forever, and make sure that you dominate the local contractor niche in your local area. And I'll catch you in the next video.